My mom will soon be celebrating her 80th birthday, and she wanted the whole family to go to her family reunion in Rapid City, South Dakota. Along the way, we stopped to see my brother and his family. And then we stopped to see the Native American sculpture Dignity along the way. When we got to Rapid City, we went out to eat. Kathmandu was an Indian restaurant that was so delicious. And then we stopped at my mother's sister's house to visit with family, and she got presents. We ate and caught up. And then we set out to the reptile gardens. This was a pretty cool place. We got to pet the animals and get very close. This is a turtle I ended up petting, and so did the kids. We saw an eagle and an owl. And this was the scariest part. This guy almost got eaten by alligators. And then we went into the dome where a lot of the animals are roaming free, but some of them are behind the glass. I'm not a big fan of funhouse mirrors, but this one was pretty fun. We were singing the Oompa Loompa song. And this sign clearly says, "Do not touch the animals," but my son wanted to try anyway. And this gentleman is calling to the birds, and the birds are calling back to him. Then we visited more family, ate from an apple tree, and saw pictures of my grandparents, and petted more animals. We went to the dinosaur park overlooking the city. There were large sculptures of dinosaurs that you can take pictures with and climb on. It was a little scary up there, but the drop-off was not straight down. We saw a few fireworks up there, and when my parents tried to find parking, they circled the parking lot in a big white van about 20 times. That wasn't suspicious. Then our oldest flew in to share the fun with us. We visited Mount Rushmore. And here's a theater at the bottom that you may not have seen before. And some of us went in for a closer look along a trail that leads up the mountain. Here's a good lookout spot. And we kept climbing up the trail to the top. And then we met a nice Lakota gentleman who shared his history and sang for us and spoke with us for a while. Then we went to the Bear Country Zoo. And some of us were asleep, but so were the animals. Until we got to the very end, there was a bear who just didn't want to let anyone leave. We saw a few more on the way out, and at the very end, we saw some little wolves and baby bears. These guys had the most energy out of all of the animals, and here was the van that my parents circled the parking lot with. Then we went to go see the statues of the presidents. Our first stop was President Obama. Then we visited several sculptures along the street. Some of them were Native American sculptures, and some of them were presidents that my parents were fond of. Then my mom actually got something for herself. And then we met a nice gentleman who was sharing the history of this sculpture in reference to his family history. And then we went to the family reunion. It was right on the lake. First thing the kids went to was the cornhole. And our daughter Destiny is super competitive and she had to win, and she did. Here are all the family that we got to see and visit with. And the boys were being boys. Everyone had a good time and enjoyed one another. And I'm very happy for my mom. I'm glad that she got to see everyone and experience that with us like she wanted. I'm thankful that we got to see everyone, and I'm thankful that my mom got the experience that she wanted to have.